Dvesha or aversion is the act, number 8, is the act of clinging to dukkha or what is perceived as unpleasant. We can also cling to unpleasantness. Will you be surprised? This guy is saying that you can even cling yourself to unpleasantness. Mullah Nasruddin's wife is used to watching Indian movies. Now, Indian movies, they are sad, they sing. They are happy, they sing. They are always singing. They are in love, they sing. They divorce, they sing. They pray, they sing. Somebody is dying, they sing. There is always a song. Because it's a long movie, 2 hours plus. Nowadays, they cut it down to 1.5 hours. Nowadays. But in the olden days, the longer the movie, the better. Because the theaters in India, when I was studying there in 65, I went to India in 65. I was 8, 9, how old I was? 9 years old. And when I saw the theaters there, my God, 5-star hotels in India those days were not as good as movie theaters. And people were willing to go there and spend 4 hours. Some movies are 4 hours, 4.5 hours, 2 times intermezzo, 2 times intermission. 4.5 hours movie, you know. And, you know, people are so, most of the people, they're poor people, and then there's to pay 3 rupees for the second class. First class is about 9 rupees or 7 rupees. By paying 3 rupees, now it's hundreds of rupees, but those days, by paying 3 rupees, and 3 rupees was 50 cents, 50 US cents. By paying 50 cents, you can forget all your problems for 4 hours. You have a good air conditioning, you know. So people used to go to theater as if they are going to a party. You know, all dressed with a necktie, with the jacket, all dressed. Even a poor person, he'll try to borrow somebody's jacket. I'm going to watch movie. And one movie, it can run in one theater for 5 years. Yes, for 5 years. 3 shows a day. 3 shows a day, you Google for it. There used to be movies, Golden Jubilee. There was a movie, Sholay. I saw that movie in 1975 or 76. It ran for 6-7 years, one theater. So there was a joke. Somebody was writing in his memoir. He said, "Look, this movie is remarkable because when I was not married, I took my girlfriend to watch this movie. Same theater. And then I got married, I took my wife to watch the same movie, same theater. Now I have kids, I'm taking my kids to watch the movie, same theater." We are used to certain conditionings. And there are people who can watch a movie 10 times those days. 10 times a movie, same movie. You know, there was kissing scene was not allowed. Now it is allowed. Kissing, so no kissing on the screen. So when somebody is kissing, the women and men, they come together like this, about to kiss, and then a train passes. So there was a man, he was watching this movie. He came every show, same show, every day. So the man who is checking the ticket, right, before you enter, checks the ticket, he said, "I've been watching you for 20 days, you have been in a row." And what he did was, watch a movie, after some time, he would watch for 15-20 minutes, he would go out. I said, "What's wrong with you? You don't even watch the movie full, and you just go out like that after a certain time, and at the same time you go out." He said, "You know what, that heroine in the movie, she is undressing. And when she is undressing, then a train is passing. So I cannot see her undressed fully. I'm hoping the train will be late someday. I'm hoping the train will be late. Just 1 minute late, I can see the women undressed." But we think this is stupid, but we are making the same stupid thing. We are hoping against hope. We are hoping things will change for me. Things are not going to change. You have to change. Things are going to be the same. There'll be seasons outside, there'll be external factors you have no control over, so you have to change yourself. Aversion, likes and dislikes are killing us both. Number 9, sustained by swarasa, or one's own essence, one's own inner feeling. Even the wise can be dominated, can be overpowered by abhinivesh, the desire for continuity, the desire to cling to some experience, something or someone, including the desire to go on living as if I won't die, cling on to this life. We'll try to do everything to keep ourselves alive. I am reading a very disturbing article, actually, a medical article. There are so many findings now. If you are suffering from cancer, you are in stadium 3rd or something, 3A, 3B, you go through chemotherapy, you go all kind of these therapies, and you don't go through any therapies. Your life expectancy, is almost the same. On the contrary, there are people getting cured by not going through chemotherapy. But most of the time, somebody is suffering from cancer, goes for chemotherapy. I have a friend, and she knows it well, that chemo is not going to help her. And even then, when she gets cancer now, she goes for chemotherapy, because that's the norm. That's the norm. You're clinging to the norm to hold on to the life. It's not that you should not do anything about it. No, I also did. I was suffering from cancer, and I also did. I tried to find some way to heal myself, but I didn't find the way to heal. I find somebody who told me to face my death, and I got healed. But so to cling on to something, that is abhinivesh, that is creating dukkha, that is creating infliction, that is creating klesha, suffering also. The 10th, the subtle klesha or affliction, meaning those not fully manifest, can be overcome or avoided by tracing them back to their origin. Subtle klesha, affliction, when it is just appearing, it is not fully manifest. And therefore meditation can make you very sensitive to even your body. Something goes wrong to your body and you feel it. And once you feel it, if you can go back, I used to give this drill to everybody who are suffering from cancer. Years back, when I was healed, I would meet people one-on-one basis, and anybody coming for cancer, I would tell them to go and write your journal, write your story, whatever happened during last 6 months, write in detail. And most of the time they'll find out by themselves why I'm sick. Because cancer has got something to do with your emotional life. So once you find out what is the origin, what is the root cause of your problem is 50% solved. And then after that you just have some therapy to recover. But otherwise, most of the time the problem is solved already when you find the root cause. And of course you do something about that root cause, So if it is not fully manifest, actually you don't have to do anything. You just find the root cause and try to address that, and you're all right. Number 11, the fluctuations, modifications, disturbances or vrittis arising from such afflictions or klesha can be avoided or overcome by dhyana or meditation. But if your mind is already affected, then you have to be careful, because once the mind is affected, I am sick. Once the mind is affected, this idea, this information is going to each and every part of your body, to each and every organ of your body. So there you have to have meditation. Control the vrittis, control the modifications of your mind core. We have discussed this earlier. The chitta, the seed of the mind. It's not just the mind, but the seed of the mind. Go to the seed of the mind as explained earlier. Go to the seed of the mind and meditate. Try to address this at that level. Number 12. Rooted in klesa or affliction, the reservoir, the accumulation of karmas or actions is the cause of seen as well as unseen existence, the present as well as future lifetimes. Let me repeat this. Rooted in klesa or affliction, the reservoir, the accumulation of karmas or actions, is the cause of seen as well as unseen existence. Whatever is happening to us, it is because of our own action. It is not just happening just like that. Nothing happens just like that. It is our own action. So once we realize that, we can also reverse the situation by correcting our actions. So this is about taking responsibility, taking charge of your life. It is not justifying or trying to find an excuse why I'm suffering. No, try to find it in yourself, within your system, what is happening.